Hello, Candy Toys here, and welcome back to our channel. Today we will be doing an unboxing and product review of Crockpot Slow Cooker. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do, as always, is to examine the box. And it says Crockpot, the original slow cooker. And it's this classic and manual control, and it says it's convenient warm setting, and it has removable stoneware, and both the stoneware and lid are both dishwasher safe, and it has recipes included. And also this is a round crock pot that is designed to feed up to 5 people. So let's get started with the unboxing. Pretty big box. Just cut the top of it. Stuff. So that's the size of the pot, if you can see it. This, see? Pretty nice and heavy. And then this is the recipes and the owner's guide. So it's not much to a crock pot. You just pretty much plug it in. Set it to low, high, warm. So let's bring this closer. So that's it. This is off, low, high, and warm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make some beef stew. And we'll be back to show you how to make that in this crock pot. See you in a bit. Okay, so we are back, and here's the crock pot. We have it turned on high, and the first thing we want to dump in here is some cream of chicken soup. If you don't have cream of chicken soup, you can use cream of mushroom, cream of celery soup, cream of beef soup, but this helps to give it that thickness and that creamy taste. So now we're going to go ahead and add some Lipton onion soup mix. It's the golden onion soup mix. Then we're going to dump in some stewed tomatoes. And then now you can add your vegetables, whatever vegetables that you want. Here I am adding some mini golden potatoes. Now we're going to add some carrots to this, and again, you can add whatever vegetables that you want in your stew, but usually stews are a little bit hearty, so and traditionally they have potatoes, carrots, celery, and so that's what we're adding here. And I'm going to take my pot filler and add just a little bit of water to this, and we're also going to follow this with some chicken broth, which should be coming up. So we just added some Goya seasoning to the stew and a little bit of teriyaki sauce, and now we're adding the chicken broth. Now here we're adding some salt and pepper, paprika, onion powder, lots of seasonings here. There's so many to name. If you want to know how to make this completely, click on the link below and you can get the book where I got this recipe out of. And that'll tell you how to make everything in the seasonings, all the seasonings that were put in here. But keep on watching and then we'll come back when we add the other ingredients. So now we're going to add the meat. Usually you add stew meat, but I have these beef short ribs for my Memorial Day barbecue, and they're unique because they're cut very thinly down the slice of the bone. So they're thin. See, they look like steaks. So I'm going to go ahead and just toss these in there. Maybe break them up so that they can fit better, but these have a really great flavor, and like I said, they are meaty, they have the right amount of marbling, and they're just a good rib meat, and usually you don't get to eat rib meat this way, so I'm going to go ahead and toss this into the stew. So keep on watching and we'll be back when we add the rest of the ingredients. So now we're going to go ahead and chop up the celery and add this to the pot. So a lot of people do not add cabbage to their stew, but my grandmother used to put cabbage in the stew. So I'm going to go ahead and add cabbage because it just tastes so wonderful. Here, this is a Napa cabbage. It's easier to cut than a regular cabbage. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this up and add this also to the stew. So before we add the cabbage, one other ingredient that my grandmother used to put in her stew is ground beef. So here I'm just going to break up a little bit of ground beef and put that in there. This really tastes great in stew. So if you're ever making a stew, even if you're putting stew meat, add some ground beef to it and you'll see like that flavor just pop out. So I'm going to add this and then we're going to go ahead and put the cabbage on the top. So now that we're done adding the ingredients, I'm just cleaning it up a little bit before I add the lid. And we're going to let this simmer for 6 to 8 hours on high. Yours may cook faster or shorter depending on your crock pot, but here we go. Okay, so we're back and here is our beef stew completely done. So I'm just stirring it up. You can see those potatoes, carrots. Look at that beef. Look at how those ribs completely broke down, but you still can get that beef. You see that? And you get those bones in there, which provide great flavor. We have our potatoes, which are still whole but very soft. And you can see the cabbage and the tomatoes. And look at that somewhat thick broth. You can see the celery. It's just a really delicious stew. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and serve it up. So here it is, all done and served up. If you like this video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and to share this with all those you think may be interested in it. Also, if you want the complete list of ingredients that went into this stew, feel free to click on the link below to get the cookbook where I got it from. And we will see you next time. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.